I want to use this slide to put something into perspective for you. And I want you to think in terms of labor productivity, what it means in terms of wealth. In other words, output per worker. When output per worker is growing, we're creating more wealth. Okay? And according to the rule of 72, there's a rule called rule of 72, which states that when labor productivity is growing at 1% per annum over a sustained period of time, it would take 72 years for output per worker to double. And you can look at that as wealth to double. Yeah? At 2% per annum, we're talking about 1.5 generations, taking 1.5 generations for output to double, or 38 years. At 3%, we're looking at 25 years. And at 5%, we're looking at about half a generation, 13 years. Right? I hope that kind of gives you a perspective as to how important productivity is in terms of wealth generation. So the fact that over the last 36 years, 1972 to 2007, labor productivity growth has been, I think, negative 1.4%. Right? So then, what it means is that we're getting, in terms of wealth creation, we're getting real poor. Okay, we're getting poor. So these are sobering figures.
So what about the underground economy?
Okay. In terms of, very good question. In terms of producing this information, we basically rely on statin data. And as you know, the underground economy plays a role. But, and there are things in it that we're not capturing very accurately. I think we capture the productive side of the economy better than we capture the service side of the economy. And there's always problem. And if you go to the United States, anywhere, there's going to be that problem in terms of capturing certain portions of the economy. But the way that the national income and product account is put together, I'm not worried about it too much in terms of capturing and the relation to productivity measurement, because what you find when you compare it across countries, right? The comparative performance of the Jamaican economy is the same in terms of trend, right? So for example, you ask yourself, why did Barbados labor productivity grow, but ours did not, right? Or why did probably what we need to do is to capture a larger number of countries for comparison. So we could look at countries that have the same proportion of the economy underground as us to make that kind of comparison. And I'm sure the numbers or the direction wouldn't